Once upon a time, on the highest and most majestic peak of the mountain, there lived a very proud eagle who thought he was the best. High above the world, shrouded in the misty peaks, he felt like a king who could never be touched by any earthly trouble or danger. He stood tall on a sharp golden rock, his feathers shining under the sun, looking down at everyone else with a sense of great superiority. But very nearby, in a small and narrow crack of the same mountain rock, a tiny spider was working silently and with great focus. The little spider moved with care, pulling thin threads of silk to start building his home, unaware of the giant neighbor watching him from above. With every small movement, the spider demonstrated a patient skill that was far more complex than anyone could ever imagine from such a tiny creature. Suddenly, the eagle flapped his powerful wings with great force, creating a gust of wind that made the tiny spider's new web shake violently. The eagle looked down and began to laugh at the spider's hard work, mocking the small creature for being so slow and so very tiny. He shouted, "Look at you, tiny spider. Your wings are invisible and your work is useless. I can fly to the sun while you hide." The spider did not say a word. He simply continued to weave his silk, focused entirely on the strength of his own small, intricate work. "I am the master of the sky," the eagle boasted, spreading his golden wings wide. To the eagle, the spider's life seemed small and pointless, but the spider knew that every thread he spun served a very important purpose today. Without warning, the bright blue sky turned into a deep, dark gray as heavy clouds began to roll in over the high mountain peaks quickly. A great storm arrived with a loud roar of thunder and flashes of lightning that lit up the darkening world with a frightening blue light. The eagle tried to fly away, but the wind was too strong, and the heavy rain soaked his beautiful feathers, making him lose his balance. His once powerful wings became heavy and useless in the freezing downpour, and he found himself struggling to stay in the air anymore. With a loud cry, the eagle fell from the sky and landed hard inside a narrow hawk, where he could no longer spread his wings. Meanwhile, the tiny spider retreated deep into the crevices of the rock, safe and dry inside his web, which he had reinforced for the storm. Trapped and cold, the eagle shivered as the rain continued to pour down, realizing that his great size and strength could not help him now. His leg was caught between two sharp stones, and he felt a sense of fear he had never known before while the wind howled outside. Sensing the eagle's distress, the tiny spider began to crawl out from his safe corner, moving toward the giant bird with a very brave heart. The spider began to use his silk to build a strong safety net around the eagle's trapped leg, connecting the rock walls with expert skill. "Don't worry," the spider whispered. "My web may be small and thin, but it is strong enough to hold you and keep you from falling." The eagle watched in silence, his eyes filled with wonder and shame, as the tiny creature he once mocked became his only hope for survival. Slowly, the great storm began to pass, and the dark clouds moved away to reveal the warm, golden rays of the morning sun again. The water droplets on the spider's web began to glow like tiny diamonds, reflecting the light in a beautiful display of nature's simple resilience. With the spider's help, the eagle was finally able to free his leg from the rocks and stood up, feeling a new sense of humility. The proud bird, who used to look down on others, now lowered his head in a deep bow of respect to the tiny, skillful spider. Together, the giant of the sky and the master of the web looked out at the horizon, sharing a moment of peace and understanding. The eagle realized that every creature, no matter how small, has a special gift and a unique strength that is vital to the whole world. "Thank you," the eagle whispered softly. He had learned that being big is good, but being careful, diligent, and skillful is even more important. Let's look at some important words we learned today. Arrogant means thinking you are better than others, while humble means showing a modest spirit. Survival is the state of continuing to live, and diligent describes someone who shows care and great effort in their work and their duties. The eagle and the spider became unexpected friends, showing us that true strength is not just about size, but about the kindness in our hearts. And as we leave the misty peaks behind, remember the lesson of the mountain. Never look down on others because of their size or their appearance. True strength is found in your skills, your perseverance, and your heart. Every small action you take can lead to a very big difference. Great things can be found in the smallest places. We hope you enjoyed this story of awakening and will carry its lesson with you always. Thank you for watching our story today. See you in the next adventure as we explore more tales of wisdom. Goodbye for now, friends.